Yes, you should start over if you feel your life needs to be realigned. Hi, my name is Giselle. I'm 46 and I started over. This video series is meant to be a guide for persons who are starting over. Whether you're thinking about it or in the midst of navigating, this is meant to help you. Often we think when we're going through changes that we are the only person in the world going through that particular change. And it often seems more difficult, it often seems unmanageable. When in fact, there are thousands, if not millions, of persons doing the same thing worldwide. So sometimes we feel like it's unmanageable and we can't go anymore. And I'm here to continue to tell you you're not alone. There are more persons than you know, and you will succeed once you continue. So I had to embrace me. Not the parts of me where I pretended, not the parts of me where I made smaller to fit in, or the parts of me that I tucked away to make others feel comfortable. I had to really stop being too small, stop trying to fit myself into the boxes that other persons said that I should, and I really had to embrace me in totality. And that embracing me involved really loving me. It involved getting to know me again. So I really had to pray a lot. That was one of the things that I did. And my prayers were, God, who am I? Who did you intend for me to be? What was the intent when when you created me? So I prayed a lot of those prayers and sat in the presence of God, really asking him who I was. And at this time, I didn't really care what you thought. My main focus was, what did God think? What was your intent when you released me into time? So when you brought me into time, what did you have in store for me? So I sat and thought about what I liked. As I said, I had to separate what people thought, people's thoughts and people's opinions from who I really am. So I had to spend a lot of time alone, sitting by myself, thinking, really examining what I liked, trying different things because, getting lost in pleasing people and wanting to be liked, wanting to fit in, I had become somebody that I wasn't. And that happens to us a lot. A lot of times we become actors in our own lives and we play the part so well that we forget that that's not really who we are. We forget that we're unpaid actors in our own lives pretending. And we often take on the characteristics and think that that is us. We actually start believing it when it's not true. So I had to think a lot of, even in terms of what colors do I really like? What types of sports do I like? What do I like for fun, to do for fun? What are the hobbies that I like? These sorts of things were some of the things that really ran through my mind. What do I really like? Do I really want to be an entrepreneur? Is this for me? Do I really like blue? Do I really like purple? I love purple and blue. So I really had to think about these things, really sit with it, trying new things, trying different things to see if this was really me or if this was what people thought I should be. And that was part of the processes that I went through. Another thing I had to do was really love myself. And my pastor says loving yourself really involves wanting the best for you. So the basis of love, she taught us, was that loving is wanting the best for you. And I really had to want the best for myself. That was part of embracing me. And one of the things that I did was starting to eat differently. Anybody that knows me knows that my sinuses drip right through. I always seemed like I had the cold, and I really had to let go of things that I enjoyed eating over the years. Cheese, milk, chocolate, I had to bring it down to almost zero. So I don't really indulge in those things anymore. Once in a while I might. But I really had to stop doing that, and that caused me to live a different type of life. So sometimes letting go is not just letting go of people, but letting go of the things that we eat, that we think we enjoy all this time, but it's causing us to live a different life. Another thing that I had to let go was I had to start blocking people. I had to start minimizing the time that I spent with certain people, certain things I stopped watching. I started avoiding interacting with certain content creators and certain types of things. So I really minimized that. And even too, I realized that some of the things that I would have thought that I liked, even most recently, I really don't like it. So it's okay to let it go. And I know that often we fight with letting go of things that we have held on to for a long time. But one of the major things in embracing me and letting go personalities, letting go characteristics, was knowing what it is I want for myself. So what who it is I want to be, does this align, does this characteristic, does this role align with who it is I want to be? And that was one of the bases I use for letting go of things. Right, so embracing me means, of course, letting go certain things and creating certain boundaries as well, so that I can be healthy and I can move forward. You do not have to know everything all at once, but you do have to take the time to sit and figure out your true thoughts, your true feelings. So separate whether this is what I feel or this is what I want, as opposed to this is what I think people will want me to want, or think people will want me. This is the way people will want me to act. So really getting to know the real you. So you really have to spend a lot of time alone with yourself. A lot of quiet time alone with yourself, not hearing the noise of other people, of other things, of the internet, of learn to spend time with yourself, not always with somebody. You know, there are some people who always in a relationship, who always sitting with somebody, always talking. There's no quiet time. Learn to sit with yourself to really discover these things. In discovering me, I found that there were things in me that I did not like. There were things that I did, personalities that I had, or characteristics that I had that I didn't like. And I told God, like, God, this here, I don't really like it. And I want to change it. And I worked towards that. And there were things that not that it was so bad, but there were things that I didn't like about myself that I didn't ask God to change, or I didn't ask him, like, God, I don't want this. So I just left it. One thing in particular, and again, those of you who know me would know, I don't like to lose. I don't like to lose. And I could behave badly, right? But I that wasn't something that I was like, oh no, I want that taken away. I don't want to. No, that I just accept that that's me, and that's okay. That's okay that I don't like to lose. That's okay. I know who I could interact with. I know who I could play games with, etc. And they know that I don't like to lose, and we could beef together, and it's okay. Yeah. So just knowing yourself, knowing who you are, knowing even characteristics that may look bad, that it's okay to have, but you must know how to temper it, right, and direct it positively when needed. In learning and embracing me and letting go and shifting, etc., some of the things I did were, of course, affirmations, mindset shifts, prayer, right? And of course, learning from church, learning from the Word of God. One of the things that I did consistently during this time was looking in the mirror and saying, I love you. And I think I have in the back of me on the glass, I think I have it written as well. I love my life, and my life loves me. And in my bathroom as well, I also have somewhere in my bathroom, I write on the walls of my bathroom, because it's the entire thing is styled, so I write on the walls. So I think I have as well, I love me and my life loves me. I also have, I love my body. But one of the things that i um I consistently did was say, I love you, looking at myself in the face. And I encourage you to say this and do this. What comes to you when you say it? I guarantee you'll be surprised sometimes. So say that to yourself in the mirror and see the feelings that come up, and deal with the feelings. Why do you feel like this? Why did why did you react like this when you said that to yourself? Embracing you involves seeing where you're at, knowing where you're at, and working towards becoming the person that you want to be. Three questions that I want to leave you with before I go. So, one question: what is your inner truth, and do you live that externally? The next question is, what rules do you hide behind? Often we hide behind rules so we don't have to really live with our true selves. And the next one is, what new boundaries do you need to set? Yeah. So I encourage you to answer these questions and really see where the questions get you. Um, and if you work through some of these things, you will see that you will embrace the true you, the real you. You really unravel and uncover who you are. If you have hidden that person for a long time, or if you have, pushed her aside, pushed him aside, you will discover the real you and be able to push away that false identity. Remember, if this is the first video you have seen, we do have part 1 to 3 already out, so don't forget to go to those parts. I will link them below. Do not forget to like the video. Do not forget to share with a friend. Subscribe to the channel. And especially, please comment below if it is you have tried any of these things before and you know it has worked for you. Please let us know, because that really does encourage others to know that there are things that they can do that does work. Not just me saying it, but it works for other persons as well. So it will encourage other persons. And if something really stood out to you, if you had an aha moment while you're listening to the video, please comment below. Let us know what was your aha moment. So this is Giselle Jones Inside Out, where I share my inside with you. I hope it helps.